Superheroes with absolute power, absolutely corrupted is what The Boys is all about. From making us look at ourselves and questioning our own quests for fame, to dancing ninjas, to babies with the power of Laser Cat. The standout show in the already overclouded superhero genre will be back with Season 2 on September 4th, 2020, and we're commemorating it with a list of the 10 most powerful heroes and anti-heroes on the show, including those we know of for the second season. Beware of potential spoilers ahead. Now let's ride the whale onwards and upwards. 10. Translucent. The carbon-skinned invisible man was thought to be virtually indestructible.
I'm invincible, you stupid mother.
His abilities enabled him to get into places the others couldn't, gathering secrets and taking out high-value targets completely unnoticed. You cannot fight what you cannot see, making the thought of his presence utterly terrifying. The bulletproof member of the Seven also regularly spied on people. And of course, to be completely invisible, he has to be completely nude. Although we can't show him, you can just imagine him standing right here.
Translucent, you're a pervert.
Maybe he was doing research for a novel? The boys proved that in their world, no one is immortal as Translucent is vulnerable under his skin. Frenchie put an explosive in Translucent's rear end and Huey pressed the detonator on the C4 enema, making the poor perv rest in pieces. The boys sent his body in a box to the world's most powerful men and women, declaring an official secret war. 9. Kamiko, the Female. Right from her release from captivity, Kamiko makes haste in taking out her armed captors without using any weapons herself, showcasing her super strength, speed, and agility. She also snuck up on the sneakiest of the Seven, proving her stealthy abilities to be top-notch. Maybe she was wearing Black Panther's sneakers. Like Marvel's Wolverine and the Old Guard, she has some regenerative healing capabilities, as she has survived Armageddon-level beatings from the Black Noir and A-Train. And much like Logan when he escaped from the Weapon X program, she's quite feral thanks to the nasty Compound B experiments she was forced to be a part of and is struggling to hold on to her humanity. With the help of her special bond with Frenchie, the first and only person she's talked to on the show,
would you like me to change it?
She could strike a healthy inner balance and harness her healing powers, making her an even more deadly adversary and key to the boys winning in their fight against the powers that be. 8. Billie Butcher. The former Fed is the only one on the list with no actual superpowers. His strength comes from his capacity to lead a tight-knit group by their aspirations. He's assembled the boys with very little money and no promises of fame and fortune. He strings them along with the belief they can make a difference. His leading by example shows them that they can change things, and that those who have lost something thanks to Vought don't have to just sit there and take it. This gives them vigor in mounting their offensive against the seemingly monumental power of the Seven. His courage and grace under fire are the reason they have a chance at defeating their physically superior foes. He is capable of severe violence, as we saw when he found out what the poor boy from The Sixth Sense told Homelander about his team's location. He did his nasty business to him using the bathroom sink, no less. Casino Royale's gritty James Bond would be mighty proud of him. His human body is his weakness, as he can easily drown, burn, and be physically crushed by the bare hands of any member of the Seven.
Now, we play this right, we could shake up the whole hornet's nest.
7. The Deep. The Deep is the Aquaman who can't keep his sea snake in his pants. Atop his superhuman strength, durability, and enhanced swimming capabilities, he's a double agent in that he can breathe on land and in water, and so can easily win any fight in H2O. His telepathic abilities with aquatic life is his most impressive attribute, as he doesn't have to swim anywhere. He can just ride a whale. His weakness is he's torn between the love of his people on the surface world and the sea creatures. That leaves an opening for any human willing to take a few lobsters hostage.
Wait.
You can see how emotionally devastated he is when the boys, mere humans, drive their speedboat through his whale homegirl Lucy in the Season 2 trailer.
I was too busy worrying about Lucy. Right, Lucy.
That, coupled with the fact that most battles with humans take place on land, make him slightly less powerful than some others on the show.
Be gentle, be gentle.
6. A-Train. The world's fastest man can run a whopping 371 meters per second, which is 1,339.2 kilometers per hour. Faster than the speed of sound. That sonic boom will blow your head off in his presence. His hand-to-hand combat skills are formidable, as he demolished the female in the subway. The agility he has when he runs is spectacular, and he was able to anticipate and dodge Starlight's light blasts. A-Train's weakness? The living proof that speed kills can and will do anything to keep himself on top of the speed world. That includes taking Compound V, the substance that made him run out of control and end Huey's girlfriend Robin and almost destroyed him when he had a heart attack in front of Starlight. Look for the famed speedster to be in recovery at the beginning of Season 2, and we'll see whether or not he continues to play dirty with the 7. 5. Starlight. The sweet Starlight is a quiet riot as the young heroine has enhanced strength, durability, and electricity absorption, all which make her a force to be reckoned with. The electronic blasts she's able to generate from a simple light bulb is more power than a mere human could ever dream to wield. We believe that one of her weaknesses is how her initial attraction to the spotlight has left her feeling trapped in a world of corruption that is a little out of her depth. The other weakness is also her strength, as her compassion for her enemies make her an odd fit for the 7. Look for Homelander to use her compassion against her and push her to be a full-patched member of the 7 by making her take some life in the new season, perhaps even the life of the one she loves, Huey.
Hands in the air, like you just don't care. Kill.
4. The Black Noir. The quiet, dancing piano-playing sensation has swayed audiences with his everlasting silence.
Not you, Noir. You've been great.
We can project whatever qualities we want him to have right onto him. And maybe that's his biggest superpower.
Maybe we should go inside.
But Marge, that little guy hasn't done anything yet.
He's like that member of the Yakuza in the Simpsons episode, The Twisted World of Marge Simpson.
Look at him. He's gonna do something, and you know it's gonna be good.
We know he's a bit of a jerk, as he did snub Starlight in their first meeting. We also know he's an incredibly agile fighter. He's an expert with blades and ninja stars, as he takes out the female with blistering precision and ease. In a sneak peek for Season 2, we saw him stealthily take out Nakib's guards effortlessly. When he reached his final target, Homelander's creation fried his skin, the pain to which the Black Noir was impervious. The silent assassin then beheaded the super terrorist. For fans of the comic, under that sleek black hood lies the dome of a creepy Homelander clone. We'll see what the show decides on that front. His weakness is the female. She got the drop on him, so look for a round 2 where there's a more polished version of Kamiko going hard in the paint with the man in black to get her revenge for her beatdown in Season 2. 3. Stormfront. Along with her power of millennial,
Oh, FYI, not a real base.
and cyberbullying, the all-new Season 2 character Stormfront has as much power as many social media influencers believe they have.
Need more soup!
Along with her electrokinetic Sith-like powers and some flying abilities, she's a self-marketed hero well-loved on the surface with the charisma to move the masses, which is what has Homelander shaking his leg in the trailer. Behind the scenes, she's a shameless social climber who doesn't care who she offends to get what she wants, which is to align herself with the power elite. This makes her a perfect fit for the 7, as she is the replacement for the late Translucent. The Portland anti-heroine with a noble public face may be a reincarnation of a high official in the Third Reich, like the male version of her character was in the comics.
Feed in the various ethnic and national factors.
Like Robin in 1966's Batman the Movie, she may have aspirations for race purification.
Well, with the way the world is and all, don't you think maybe we ought to try to improve those factors?
As for her weakness, she does have vulnerable skin, as we can see her ask Homelander to sear the gashes on her chest. Not very politely, might we add. In her arrogance, she may fail to see Maeve lives for Homelander to turn around and say, "I love you" again, and that she's getting in the way of that. Look for the Queen to be her potential downfall in Season 2. 2. Queen Maeve. She's Wonder Woman with a cruel streak, as she has super strength and durability, and although she can't fly, she sure can leap, and her impenetrable skin puts her a level above Stormfront. On the surface, she's a feminist icon with a well-crafted public image and sure does look the part of a positive role model. But beneath the veneer, she's a hard woman, quite cynical, and might even be an alcoholic. Her drinking may be to drown out the fact that the only person in the world she loves, except for Elena, but that's a story for another video, and probably the only person strong enough for her to physically, be with, Homelander, doesn't love her back.
You know, I had someone once.
Every bad thing she does for her ex, by his side. Look for that unrequited love to be further explored in the second season.
Our weakness is the same as anyone's. It's people.
1. Homelander. Homelander has X-ray vision, the power of flight at least Mach 2, super strength, virtual invulnerability, heat vision, and super hearing. The lab-raised anti-hero has heavy sway over the general population, perfect cover for the dirty deeds he does for the Vought Corporation. He's like BVS Batman's nightmarish vision of Superman. And is permanently as cranky as Kal-El when the Justice League brought him back from the dead. This guy torched a plane with his ex and had the audacity to cry on cam for the American people, adding acting to his long list of abilities. He stole a move from Rambo's playbook and tried to rip a guy's heart out and staged it as self-defense. At his worst, he even had his son, born of Billie Butcher's wife Becca, put in Witpro by Vought Corp so he could show him off to his weakened archenemy as the ultimate show of dominance. In the next season, look for him to be as cruel as his father figure was to him, as he throws his boy off a roof, probably teaching him how to fly. His weakness? He's vulnerable where all men are vulnerable. Madeline Stillwell knows this all too well, and that's the way she gets Homelander to do her bidding. Too bad he fried her face. America's Most Wanted will have their work cut out for them in Season 2, as they have to battle with a remodeled, revamped, extra savage version of the Seven and the terrifying army of Supes they command. Who do you think the most powerful character on the show is? Any we missed? Were you hoping we were going to talk about Tiny Guy? Do you think Homelander Jr. will overthrow his father like Luke did Vader? Let us know in the comments below, and like and subscribe for more from The Binger. May the September 4th be with you.